We made our way into the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Now we are presented with a dangerous and difficult route to the city of Pripyat. In the city we want to run the Ferris wheel and conduct electricity, so that there is light. But from the very beginning, everything did not go at all as we planned. It was very cold and the bikes were constantly braking. Vadim fell and is lying on the asphalt. Let's go to him. What happened?
Sasha, call the military, we will surrender. He lay unconscious. He rode and passed out.
Vadim, I'm calling an ambulance right now.
What is the ambulance? She doesn't come here.
Rides. Recently a snake bit a man and called an ambulance, and he was taken away.
Okay, call.
Vadim, either I am calling now and the military is taking us away, or I will help you up and we are resting here. I really held on to the last. Your eyes are red. Let's help him climb. Stop, stop, don't fall. Let's take a walk. You should get better. How long do we need to go? About 9 hours. Well, 9 o'clock. We need somewhere to sleep. We can walk to the apartment. It takes about 2 hours. Vadim, can you get there? I will try. We want to take Vadim in tow. Stop. Pull on the other end. We decided to eat a little. Dried bananas.
Вялеными.
Vlad, would you like a chocolate bar?
Слушай, неплохая. Я бы еще вточил.
The route promises to be steep. Well, what are you ready? Go. Yes, with such adventures we will definitely not reach Pripyat today. Well, then we will look for an abandoned village to spend the night there. Vadim, is this not your shit? No, it seemed. We go at night by an unfamiliar route. We are going through some kind of factory. Where did the factory come from here? There is not a single person within a radius of 10 kilometers. And some kind of equipment is being launched at this plant. Loud sound is heard. Very scary. I didn't want to take this route. If something happens to us, no one will know, but wild animals walk here, it's very scary. The fact that there is a factory in the Chernobyl zone, deep in the forest, where official excursions have never been taken, is very strange. This is suspicious. We are now approaching a dangerous place, the bridge. The car is going, we are hiding. This is the police. I'm tired of hiding all the time. And here is the abandoned village. Now we need to find a house where there are beds and stoves in order to get a good sleep. This is a message board. Competition for the best dancer will be held today. Is this a club? Yes, this is a club. There were discos here in Soviet times. Let's go inside and see what's in there. Oh, he collapsed. Wow, the bulbs are still intact. Surprisingly, the bulb is actually intact. The roof fell through, the house may have been burned. The whole village was set on fire. What for? I don't know. Let's take a look at the next house. Oh, this is most likely a Soviet store. But he didn't burn, his floor just fell through. It is very cool. I want to go there.
Be careful.
There are beds. There are many beds here, but they have no springs. It seems to me that someone wants to sell them for metal. Here is a door leading somewhere. Now I'll see.
Here cards.
Yeah, there were people here and playing cards.
The cards are almost new, so it was recently.
There's something else. I see a huge building. This is a shop. Household products. The door is open. Maybe they're waiting for us here. Who hid the iron barrel? And here the bulbs are in place. See what design. What is it? I cannot understand what this is, I see it for the first time. Maybe people burned down the village so that only metal remains and they could then sell it.
There are footprints of people.
The doors were opened after the snow fell. Here's another house. Someone lived here. Someone ate something here recently. Maybe we scared them away. Look, a whole tin can. If we scared them, then maybe they are now sitting upstairs. There are also large footprints in this village.
I think animals are killed here.
The guys say that our apartment, where we were supposed to spend the night, teleported. This is the anomaly of Chernobyl.
I mean, you just made a mistake and we came in the wrong place, right?
Yes, there are just very similar places.
The house for our overnight stay teleported. Do you think this is possible? After these words, I launched the navigator on my phone. Friends, we were on the wrong side at all. See, Pripyat is in another place and we go the other way. Most likely our instructor got lost and talks about the anomalous zones of Chernobyl. Oh, Anton really believes.
Oh no, my bike chain fell off.
It's okay, it happens. See how the chain is stretched. It does not hit the sprocket teeth.
This is not a bike, this is a mockery.
I will probably have big legs after this trip. Our pump is incredibly huge, but at the same time it pumps the wheel very badly. It's all plastic. How much did you buy it for?
200 hryvnia. This is a Chinese pump.
Anton, let's go and see the houses again. Put the bike on the floor.
Come on, next time, we'd better come to the house. Okay, let's go.
This is an uninhabited house. It looks like a hangar. Direct the light there. Direct the light there. Look, someone brought trees here.
Yes.
Hope no one is here. Let's go see further.
No bro, let's go back. It's very scary here.
There is someone there. Look, fresh shit. There is a large couch and many trees that have recently been brought in.
Still there is fresh shit.
Good content.
I told Anton that we would go further, but he did not want to. But it's really scary there.
You will go. It's really scary there.
Let's go.
Look, whose shit is this?
These are deer.
It's scary here. See what these boxes are. It is unlikely that they have been here since 19. Deer sleep here. There are a lot of their poop here. See what's next. Look, the branches have begun to move. There is someone upstairs. Well, guys, we're still going. It's dawn now. I'll tell you that the Chernobyl zone is only for the hardy. It's very hard to go.
A very scary place. It's very hard to go.
We drove and found an apartment. Here it is, look. We go into the house.
Oh no, how can you sleep here? This is a real shack, horror. A lot of dust here. We go to bed, see you in the morning.
The guys are almost asleep, but they did not take their sleeping bags with them. Now the frost is outside minus 55 degrees Fahrenheit. We are already awake, now it is dawn. It was very cold at night, I could not sleep. We will now look for a house with a stove. Vlad says there is such a house here. The external battery charges the phone very poorly. Why do you say this stove is not working?
And if it burns out?
It's impossible.
Well, what guys? I said, we will either reach Pripyat or we will crawl, but we will be there.
Here is our house, where we slept at night and got very cold.
We go straight.
Yes, let's go. Notice how good the asphalt is. This is the hardcore, this is the Chernobyl zone, this is not an official tour for you. Guys, I forgot my sleeping bag in the house. The guys stayed there, I'm going back to the house alone. One is very scared here.
творится? Где этот спальник? Сейчас мы найдем его.
He was lying here somewhere. I'll check if I forgot nothing else.
Дальше проверим.
There's nothing here. There's nothing here. I take a sleeping bag and go back. Friends, we came to the second house. They say that he is very good. Now we will look at him.
Так, что, велики тут прям стали? Прячем.
Looks gloomy. There is a stove here. It's very old.
This is how stalkers live. There is wood in the shed, now we will heat it.
It seems that this firewood was collected even before the collapse of the nuclear power plant. Everything is abandoned here.
Все тут заброшено.
Well, I have this switch at home too. He is still working. To be honest, I really like it here. Sorry no one lives here.
This is how we survive. Now we will melt the stove.
I don't think this is a good idea. I hope there will be no explosion.
A jar of porridge was put into the oven and it became hot. Now let's make boiling water and eat pasta. Home is best.
It's not so cold anymore. While the guys are eating, I decided to take a walk here. Not a bad village, I'll tell you. This house looks good. These buildings are very well preserved. Windows are in place, people lived well in the Soviet Union. Now we will show you the condition of the houses here. See, the floor is rotten, the roof is collapsed. Anton, you are extreme.
I am neat. Badly rotten floor.
Right at the entrance there are two bicycle wheels. Here we see the remains of children's bicycles. There is a whole tricycle. Guys, look at the bike I found.
Yes, he won't go anymore.
Look at this sprocket chain. Yes, you're right, he won't go. But it looks gorgeous. Wow.
Look what is there.
Come in carefully.
Good, good.
Look what chest.
Wow.
He's new at all. It's a shame that the chest has already been opened. There was something new. Salacy of the Chernobyl district of the Kiev region. Mail. It was a hallway, now we go into the hall. The stove is in excellent condition here. Of course, they threw a bunch of garbage. Meat was cooked in this jug. The radiation here is not very high.
Look, some magazines are old.
Oh, let's look at the date people left this house. Calendar shows the date of November 9th, 1984.
What else is there? Wow, this is a Soviet comb. I had one when I was a child.
I think a family gathered on this bench and drank tea. I think they could not enter this room, because the door did not open due to the uneven floors, so the door was simply broken down. And here there are beds, some books lie on them.
Look, there's modern print here. Something about the church they write.
The church must turn into a wide river.
Look at the old newspaper, already all yellow. I wonder what year it is here. Some pills, maybe painkillers.
These are pills for the elderly. There is a latch here. Now let's go to the building. Most likely it is for pets. There is straw here. Is it possible that it has survived from those years? Everything is whole here, come in and live. The old wardrobe is still preserved. And this is a cellar, people stored potatoes here. Found a toe. How do you like this bunny? He still has a whistle.
Sit down. Sit down. Okay.
It will be hot now.
Oh no.
Все, есть дело. Дай первую космическую.
Now we are measuring radiation at this place. Peaks, but not strongly. This suggests that radiation is almost normal.
What will my device show? Shows the same radiation, then everything is in order.
Here is our home. What is Anton doing there? You all drink Red Bull.
Yes, and I'm still waiting for the gloves to dry. This is our hopelessness. But there is no other choice. You need to bask near the fire.
I really like it. This is a real thrill, sitting near the fire in the Chernobyl zone. I am very relaxed. Real relaxation, it's just space. Well, friends, we left home and now we will go to the Duga radar station.
We go well.
Look, here is the Pripyat cemetery. Rather, the cemetery of the village of Firwood. Can you imagine we met wild deer and they just stand and look at us? Have you seen this anywhere?
Cool sight.
Here are our bicycles, and here is the Duga. Super zoom. Look how big she is. Here is the Chernobyl horror, a continuous forest of fallen trees. I don't even understand why our route was built precisely through the forest. Who invented such a path?
And Sasha is a very strong person, he easily lifts these trees. He may be an athlete and hides it from us. In general, there is a normal route.
What surprises me here most of all is that there are green leaves here. A real anomaly. It's not normal that in such weather, this is how the soil looks. And there is also a very strange smell, like a heap of dust.
Now we want to fulfill a very important mission, clear the forest of old and dry trees. And now a professional will show you how to do it. Run back. You know, this is a very slick activity, so we clear the forest of dead wood and new pines grow much easier.
I've lost my chain.
What? Lost the chain. Need to find.
I found. The lock connector on the chain flew out. We decide what we will do.
Leave Vlad or not, we go without him, he somehow took the water from me.
I suggest that you wrap it up very tightly with tape.
I think it will not work, because the electrical tape will tear quickly.
There will be holes, but the chain will hold.
The zone does not accept us at all.
Look how the scotch tape works. Now stop and watch the tape wear out. Yes, it doesn't wear at all.
Seriously, Scotch. They replaced part of the iron chain with duct tape, I'm in shock.
Look in the distance, Duga, now we go there. Now we measured the radiation, it is clearly exceeded. 50 micro X-rays. And look, they are cutting down a radioactive forest, it is forbidden.
And then they make furniture out of this wood and sell you.
Guys, look, I found a Chernobyl radioactive mushroom.
In principle, it is not so scary. 60 micro X-rays is normal. Safe dose 100 micro X-rays.
Radiation is not terrible here yet. A little above normal.
We've come somewhere. I understand that this object was seriously guarded before. And now there is no one here.
Полный дострой.
Hit my knee.
Guys, who decided to go this way? Not far from us is a very large antenna, I think the largest in the whole world, which sent a very powerful impulse, and due to this it was possible to detect early missile launches even in America. It was a very powerful thing. This is the legend of the s.t.a.l.k.e.r. And now we are going to look at it. Of course it has already been abandoned, but that is why we are going there. As soon as we entered the territory, I found one section that looked like a transmitter. MP26A, black military transistors. Old years 70s. Capacitors since 1973 have been. Imagine, it was just built and the nuclear power plant exploded and this thing practically did not work. This is the size. She is very tall.
Wow. She's all iron. How much does this structure weigh? It's so cool, it's beyond words.
The section of the antenna where Vadim sits is called a vibrator. Behind another one lies, this is its extreme part. Do you guys want to experiment with this antenna? Can catch atmospheric electricity. I wonder how much energy you can take from her. Or is it better to transmit some kind of signal through it? But we just have a little bit and we will get to the city of Pripyat.